I want you to check out the story of a Philadelphia cop having to shoot a dog after a man was attacked by 3 pit bulls in a cane corso. Let's check it out.
This disturbing video of a dog attack remains under investigation tonight. A 53-year-old man mauled by 4 dogs in Mantua. One of the animals shot and killed by a police officer who is now on administrative leave. It is Thursday night, and the big story on Action News is 1 man injured, 1 dog killed, and 3 other dogs still on the loose after that horrible attack. Police are trying to find the 3 pit bulls and their owner. Action News reporter Leland Pender is live at police headquarters with the very latest. Leland.
Yeah, Rick, really just a horrifying situation here. Police say this all began when a witness pointed out that pack of dogs to an officer who was on patrol in the neighborhood. It happened Wednesday morning in Mantua at Fairmount Avenue and Union Streets. Disturbing video that police say they're using as part of their investigation shows the man fighting back against 4 loose dogs. Neighbors say he was trying to protect his own dog. We blur the video when he's taken to the ground. People nearby try to help, but the dogs threaten to attack. One woman barely gets away. Police say an officer...
Shout out to those people trying to step in and help him. Great job, good Samaritans, by trying to do the right thing. But unfortunately, those dogs were very vicious. I'm sorry.
On scene used his sirens to distract the dogs, but when that didn't work, he opened fire.
I heard 4 gunshots.
It all unfolded right in front of Sharon Owens' home.
It was scary. It was very scary because that's like too close for comfort to hear gunshots.
A cane corso was killed. You see it stagger away, eventually collapsing. The 3 pit bulls ran off. Police say the 53-year-old man suffered bite wounds all over his body. Sarah Barnett is the executive director.
He could have been killed. He could have been mauled to death if that cop had not been there and he took swift action on that. Shout out to the cop as well.
Director of ACT Philly, but they were not called out.
That's the kind of situation, too, where you don't really have time to call animal control.
Barnett says the most important thing now is finding the owner.
It's important to know where are they coming from, you know, are they often loose? Are they never loose? Is this a rare occasion?
She calls what happened unfortunate all the way around.
I feel terrible for the individual who's injured. I feel terrible for the police officer who went through having to shoot a dog. And I feel bad for the dogs, too.
The officer has now been placed on administrative duty pending the outcome of an investigation.
They had to do what they had to do. They had no choice.
Yeah, and police tell us that the victim was taken to the hospital and listed in stable condition. The officer was not hurt, and once again, those 3 pit bulls that ran off, well, they've not been found tonight. Live outside police headquarters in Center City, Leland Pender, Channel 6.
That's crazy. Those dogs have gotten away. I don't know the status of that right now, but that's dangerous stuff. But the cop had no choice, and I'm glad. I agree with those people there saying that he had no choice. I'm glad they weren't taking sides with the dogs. And imagine if we started seeing protests in the streets, dogs lives matter. Yes, they do, but when they're vicious like this, the officer had no choice and did what he had to do. And, you know, it's unfortunate that the woman almost got bit, you know, by one of those dogs when she tried to step in. It's always good to carry, you know, pepper spray or something with you when you're out on the walk or when you're out and about. In case something like this happens, you can fend off a dog or a wild animal that's trying to attack you. But I don't know why he's placed on administrative leave. I mean, there's nothing to really, I mean, I guess it's just procedure, but he did what he had to do. He tried to stop the dogs with the sirens, and that didn't work, and he really had no choice. And who knows what would have happened if he tried to tase one of them. That's only going to work on 1 dog. And then if he tried to take out a baton, they may have all jumped on him. So the best option was to shoot the dog. Try to shoot the dogs and scare them away. He only got 1. But shout out to the police officer who was there and did what he had to do. Hopefully he gets back to work quickly after the investigation, and there's nothing happens to him. And shout out to those good Samaritans trying to step in for their fellow citizen from getting mauled, because he would have been mauled to death by those 4 dogs, and his dog could have been killed as well. It would have been a tragic situation. So yeah, just want to share that with you. I thought it was an interesting story. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.